Hi dolls, and welcome back to my channel. How cringe does that sound? But I didn't really know how else to kind of introduce myself in this video. Today we are going to be filming a get ready with me video. This has been by far the most requested video that I get on my DMs via Instagram, and I just don't feel like on Instagram you can actually make really long videos. So that's one of the reasons why I've actually made YouTube, so I can have nice long conversations with you dolls, and yeah, you can just get ready with me and get to know me a bit more. So let's get started. So right now I have no makeup on, so I'm so sorry if I keep switching, but my screen's on this side and you guys are here. So before we start, I always put my little headband in because it just kind of gets my hair out of my face and prevents it from sticking to any products I actually use. So we're gonna start, hold on, let me move this bloody chair out the way that my husband's left. Okay, the chair's gone. So we're going to use the Embro Loose, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Hydro Matte Emulsion. So as you all know, my name's Deesha. This feels so strange. So my name is Deesha. I am 29 years old. I absolutely love makeup and skincare and fashion and cars and all things crazy. This is no filter. This is literally my face and me. Okay, so let's start this get ready with me of. So the first question I have is, if you would like to live anywhere, where would it be? So if you know me, you would know that the answer to this question will always be the same, and it is Dubai. Like, I absolutely love it. I've visited like 3 or 4 times over the past like 5 years, and I'm absolutely obsessed. Like, we make it a thing, like me and my husband, to go there every single year because I absolutely love it, even though he doesn't like it as much, but he doesn't really have a choice. Everyone's always like to me, oh, but you're gonna get bored if you live there. No, I won't. I can shop every day, I can go to the beach, go for a swim, shop again, live my best life, sunbathe, get sun allergy, recover from sun allergy, and just do that all over again. Like, I am happy. Like, leave me in Dubai. Yeah, I would miss the UK, but come on, it's like 6 hours away, so it's no biggie. I'm just gonna prep my skin with the Prep and Hydrate Balm from e.l.f. and it's in a stick form. I don't really like primers in a stick form, but this one's quite good because it doesn't really drag your skin and you can just apply it wherever you want. So I'm just gonna go under my eye, over my cheeks, on my chin, around my upper lip, my nose, and my T-zone area just here. So the next question is, how many siblings do you have? So I have 2 brothers. They're both younger than me, so I'm the eldest. I've got one brother which is aged 28, I think, and the other one's 24. So we're all around like, or 24 or 25, but we're all kind of like the same age group. I've also got 3 brother-in-laws, so my husband's got 3 brothers. So I've always been surrounded by guys. I'm more of like a tomboy, but I'm really into like makeup as well. It's just so weird. So I grew up like wrestling, with cars, like all the guy stuff, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I've never had a sister, and I quite like not having a sister. Like, it's just me, baby. I don't need to share anything. I don't need to gossip. I don't need to hear anyone crying or bitching, so I'm good. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, no, it's been fun, but yeah, it's been fun. It's just what I'm used to, and like a majority of my cousins, well, my first cousins anyway, they're guys. I've only got one girl cousin, which is like my little sister, but I mean, she lives all the way in like Benfleet, so I like see her when I do, and when I don't, I don't. So I'm cool. Love you, Dimple, if you're watching. I'm gonna apply that with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which got kindly gifted to me by Real Techniques, so thank you for that, team. I'm just gonna, this is a brand new bottle. I'm just gonna apply that on the brush. Don't mind my brush, it's not dirty. I filmed another look before this. I'm a major clean freak, so don't even try me. Your favourite thing about your career. So I actually have, I mean, I guess this kind of classifies the fact that I've got 2 careers. So one is that I actually work for, a lot of you don't know that I actually do have a full-time job. Makeup and content creating and Instagram and now YouTube, it's actually not my full-time job. I actually work full-time in the public sector, and I don't really like talking much about what I do on a daily basis because I just feel like, I don't know, I just like keeping things separate. And my team are just actually at work are incredible. Like, I could not ask for anyone better. Like, they're so supportive. All the girls like follow me on Instagram. They show me love all the time, and they're always asking for like makeup advice and stuff like that. So I think it's so adorable and I love it. Like, I wouldn't change it. My favorite thing about that is that we have an amazing team. Like, we all just kind of get along like a big family, and I love that. And I love the fact that we're all like around the same age, so we've got like a lot more in common, so I love that. And with my makeup career, what I love most, like, it just gives, I just like seeing people happy. And one of my favorite reasons to do makeup is that once I see someone that's, I'm not saying that you're not going to be confident when you don't wear makeup, but when I do like a full, like a soft glam on someone, and to see like their transformation and their confidence go from here to up there, it's like, oh my god, like I love it. Like, I love the ability to give someone that happiness, like, do you know what I mean, and that confidence. So that's one of the things that are really rewarding about being a makeup artist. So yeah, next we're going to go in with the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Granola. And the next question we have is, what did you want to be when you were younger? So you may laugh, but I actually wanted to be two things when I was like really young. And that the first thing was, I wanted to be an air hostess. And the only reason why I wanted to be an air hostess is so that I could travel the world and just explore what else is out there in life. I went through like a phase of being like wanting to be a fashion designer, wanting to be like a fashion designer. I think it's just one of those things when you're younger, like there's just so many options and you can pretty much go for anything, and it's a very like vulnerable time. I mean, no one really kind of knows like what exactly they want to do and what the end goal is, and if you do, oh my god, congratulations, because you have it figured out. But a lot of us don't, and that's totally fine. You just kind of have to, I think I live by, you have to go with the flow, and just see where life takes you. Obviously you have like ambitions and like passion and stuff like that, but you know, at the end of the day, what's meant for you will be. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Oh my god, I feel like I'm like a counsellor. Do you know what? When I actually do makeup on like girls, I literally feel like I'm a counsellor. Like some sessions that I have, and it's totally fun, and I'll never disclose like what anyone's ever spoken about or anything like that, but it literally feels like I am a therapist, and I love that. Like, I feel like an agony aunt in real life, which is quite tricky. So I'm just gonna rub the contour into my nose like so. So the next question I have is, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is quite easy. This is quite easy. I love carbonara, like, oh my god. Vapiano's, I'm sure you girls already know, but Vapiano's do the most incredible pastas and pizzas, and they literally cook it like fresh in front of you. They've got loads of different branches in the UK. I love their spaghetti carbonara. Like, I could literally have it for like every single meal for the rest of my life, and I will literally like die happy and go to heaven. Yeah, that's like me done. I'm like pasta queen over here, babes. So the next question is, do you have any nicknames? I actually have like quite a few. I actually have loads. So no one ever calls me Deesha. So my brothers actually call me D, as in just the first letter of my name. Like, my name's really hard to pronounce. My husband calls me Kit. I'm not going to go into why he calls me Kit, because really and truly, I don't even know why he calls me it, but I call him Kit and he calls me Kit. I don't even know where we got it from, which is like the funniest thing. And it's so funny, like, we don't even realise we're doing it. So when we go out and we're like, I'm trying to like get his attention, or he's trying to like talk to me, like, we don't say, oh babe, like blah blah blah. He's literally like, oh Kit, or I'm like, oh Kit. And like, people are like, wait, why do you call each other Kit? And I'm like, wait, do we? Like, how do you know? And then they're like, well, you just said it. And I'm like, oh my god, like, it's just, I don't call him Raja. Like, it's the funniest thing ever. So yeah, I've got D, I've got Kit. I get called dishwasher, like left, right and centre. Deesh is a good one. I don't mind Deesh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my nicknames. Apart from being called like a dog and stuff by my mum, but you know, what can you do? So gonna kill me when she watches this. So that's Gujarati mums for you. What can you do? So we're gonna go in with the Laura Mercier OG product right here. We'll go in with the Dose of Colours setting brush, like so, and we're literally just pushing the product into our skin. Do you dislike surprises? Yeah, I am a major control freak, and I like things not to go my way but to go a certain way. And if something happens, like, so my husband's gone downstairs to make his spaghetti and he's left his phone upstairs, like, I'm gonna answer, like, I'm his receptionist. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I hate surprises. Don't ever surprise me, because my reactions are like legit genuine. So if I don't like something, I'm not gonna react good to it. It's as simple as that. I don't fake shit, like, I just can't deal with it. But yeah, if you're planning to surprise me or whatever, don't do it. The bronze is coming up really orange on the camera, but in real life it's not orange. It's like a nice warm brown tone, which is so weird. I'm going to be using the Tarte Dazzled blush with my Dose of Colours tapered brush. I'm just going to apply that. What is your most proudest achievement? So I actually have a few, and I'm not saying that in like a very arrogant kind of way, but I'm going to use a combination of the Tarteist Pro palette. Oh my god, that actually smells like chocolate, or maybe I'm just really hungry. So I feel like I've come like a really long way in my life so far. I mean, I'm gonna be 30 this year. Like, the worst ever acne in life. Like, I literally didn't realise what was going on, and neither did anyone else really. Like, it was like really horrible, and I used to get bullied for it from everyone, like, you name it. And it was a really hard time because, like, I think it just kind of made me go back into my shell a lot. Like, I was a very shy girl. I was a really shy girl, and I never used to really talk much because of, I don't know, I don't know. Like, if I was in a big room full of people, like, you would not even notice I'm there. Like, that's how quiet I was. Like, I just wasn't into, like, it just, maybe it was a confidence issue, but this was before acne. So when I actually did get acne, it literally destroyed my confidence, like, 100 times over. And like, we tried so many things. Like, we went to the doctors, they were like prescribing me like pills and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to go on pills or bloody acne, like, just sort my face out. And it was really hard because I used to like wear makeup to cover it, and yeah, it did used to kind of mask over the acne. Like, if you had acne, you would know, like, at the beginning of the video you could see my acne scars on my face. Like, they don't fade that easily. I was diagnosed with PCOS, and a lot of girls do have it, so my hormones are like really imbalanced, which caused the really bad acne. And I never used to drink a lot of water back then. That kind of contributed to it too. So yeah, now here I am, like, drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated, trying to be calm, trying to be stress-free, because I know that messes with your hormones a lot. And it's all about eating good, and having the right balance in life, and having like a really cool, like, maintainable lifestyle. So that's just how I'm living, babe. To think I was like that, and then like when I was like 20, 21, my acne just kind of disappeared because I was eating better, I was having a lot more green tea, my hormones just kind of fixed themselves, kind of thing. So I did get a lot more confidence back. I've like worked for so many companies. Like, ever since I was 16, I've worked for like Mars Incorporation, I've worked for New Look, I've worked for Next, I've worked for Boots, I've worked for can I just say, I've worked for M&M World. I've worked everywhere. And I worked at this brand called The Sting, which paid like £10 an hour, while like all my other friends in retail were making like £6 something. Like, and I was literally working with like all Hollister and Abercrombie models. Like, I've worked, you name it, I've bloody worked there. And I just feel like that's really helped kind of like build myself and build relationship with others, and learning how to like speak, like, and learning how to like act in different scenarios. Yeah, I just feel like it's helped me find myself, and it's got me to this point today where like I do feel confident enough to speak to people. But don't get me wrong, like, if I'm in a big room with people, I will be shit scared and I will not say anything. Like, I'm still really afraid of like presenting. For me to do this, I had to tell Raja to get out of the room because I was like, why? Like, I was still a bit shocked. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But yeah, if you know me, you'll know I'm shy. Even though I may seem very like extrovert and very like out there, I'm actually not. So if I know you, I'm very comfortable with you, and I'll speak like normally, like how I am speaking to you guys. But if I don't know you and it's a new scenario for me, you will not hear a peep from me, and it's as simple as that. And I'm not being rude, it's just that I don't know, I just can't change, I just can't shift it. That's the tea on that. So I think, yes, I'm proud of it. So going back to the original point, I'm just proud of the fact that I'm able to overcome my shyness. Even though it's still there, it's just there a lot less. I mean, we're always working on ourselves. That's something I can live with and definitely work on more. But don't ever ask me to speak in a public place, because that ain't happening. Another proud moment for me is that I actually went to university and I graduated with a first-class degree in business management. Wow, this is so pigmented. Like, I love, it's the shade Grwm in this palette. Like, wow, unreal. I literally worked my ass off to get that. I mean, it really does depend on what you want to do in life. Like, I wouldn't recommend going to university for everyone, because it's not for everyone. Not everything is for everyone, and everyone fits into one box. So you got to do what's right for you. What I've actually learned in my real life, so I love it. Can't ask for anything better than that. And I'm sure a lot of people will think this is a funny one, but I'm actually really proud of the fact that I'm married. I never thought that anyone could actually put up with my crap. Don't know. Life just works in funny ways. I've also done other things that I'm proud of, but there's just too much, and I don't want to sound big-headed or anything, but I've like skydived out of an airplane at 14,000 feet. I've like swum with whale sharks that are as big as buses, if not bigger. And shark cage diving. Like, I've done things that I can't even believe I've done. Like, and that's a really proud thing for me, because like I said, coming from a very shy and introvert background and like upbringing, I just feel like I'm free, and like I'm just proud of everything I bloody do now. I'm just gonna quickly do my lips, because I just feel like it doesn't look, the balance ain't right. Shocker, we're gonna do a nude lip. Dark nude, obviously. A lot of girls actually asked me to film just how to do my lip tutorial, and can I just say, it's really hard to film a lip tutorial and speak at the same time. I don't know how I'm doing it right now. I swear to God, this guy, he's doing this on purpose. If I get another interruption, his phone's going out the window. So as I was saying, I have done a tutorial on how to do my lips on my Instagram, so definitely go check that out. Also got a makeup masterclass planned whenever Corona decides to be over. Around 20 girls booked in for that, and I'm going to try and see if I can open up spaces for a few more. So if you do want to learn like tips and tricks on how I do my makeup, it's not finished yet, but how I do my makeup, then definitely be sure to book a ticket once they are available again. We're going to go in with Smoked Almond from MAC, and I just love this shade. I feel like it's kind of like your natural lip tone but hotter. Next question: is your glass half full or half empty? My glass is always half full. I am a very optimistic person, very positive. I always like to see the good in every situation and a resolution rather than the problem. And that's just how I am, and that's just how I decide to live my life. But don't get me wrong, like, I do get salty in some scenarios. I mean, who doesn't? But at the end of the day, I will never like, I'm just very positive, and I'm always looking for like the outcome and the solution rather than focusing on the problem. It's just how I am. I bounce back, baby, like my blender. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling this look a bit more now that I've got my eyebrows and lips on. So next question is, what was your favorite subject in school? By far, art. Like, I actually loved it, and it's such a shame because no one, when kids like nowadays, when they say they love art, everyone's just like, oh my god, that's amazing, blah blah blah, so creative. But when I was younger, and I'm not saying I'm like 100 years old, but it was just never seen that art was like a big thing. It was more like, oh yeah, like you can do art, you can paint this and draw this, and it's just fun. Like, art was never really taken as a serious subject, but I absolutely loved it. And I think that's where my love for makeup kind of grew as well, because I just feel like I'm painting on people's faces, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just feel like everyone's got such a beautiful canvas and I can kind of just enhance that. Like, I love that. The next question is, where are you from originally? And I just want to make this crystal clear. I was actually born here in the UK in London. Yeah, so my dad was born in the UK and my mum was actually born in India in the Gujarat. I've got loads of family in the UK. I've got family in India, in the Gujarat. I've got family in Sweden and I've got family in Kenya. So we're just all over the gaff. The next question is, how did you meet your husband? Well, well, it's so random and it's so hard. It's not hard to talk about it, but it's funny to talk about this because we actually had a mutual friend. Yes, had a mutual friend in common. So I used to work with this girl in Victoria's Secret. Yes, I used to work for Victoria's Secret, the one in Stratford when it first opened up, and he used to be friends with this girl in secondary school. So I was actually meant to go meet up with her and have dinner with her that night in Nando's. Point, I actually left Victoria's Secrets to go pursue an office role. I hadn't seen her for like a month, bearing in mind we were besties, but we were just doing our own thing. And so we were like, yeah, let's meet up, let's go to Nando's. And I think it got to about 9 p.m. ish and she was just like, yeah, I'm coming. And then it got to 9, and if you've got strict Indian parents, you would know that past like 7 p.m. you're not really allowed out of the house, especially if you're a girl. So she came outside my house at 9 and she was like, come out babe, like I'm outside. And I was like, my mum's literally gonna have a fit, like she's gonna be like, why, like who are you going out with? And my mum, I don't know, like my mum knew I didn't have dinner that day, so she was like, just go and eat and come back. So I was like, cool. My friend back then was like, okay, so get in the car, get in this car. It's like, it was an Audi, like a blue Audi, and I was like, are you getting me kidnapped? Like who, like this, why are we not in your car? Too funny. So I just listened to her, trusted her, got in the car, and Raja was the driver and the girl, my friend, was in the passenger seat. Like, oh, like maybe he's just dropping us off and then we'll just get a cab home kind of thing, like no problem. We went to back to Nando's. I know, how romantic. Went to back to Nando's because I was starving, and I usually always get like a quarter chicken and chips. Like that's my Nando's order done, because it was like really like late, like at 9 o'clock. I was just like, oh, I can't eat anymore. Like I ate as much as I could, and then Raja was sitting opposite me, and I was like I hate wasting food. Like if you know me, I hate wasting food. I'd rather eat it or save it for another day. And I didn't realise that Nando's did like a takeaway option. I mean, it was only like the tiniest bit of like maybe like a quarter of my quarter chicken left and some chips, and I was like, look, I hate wasting food, like do you want it? And he was like, yeah, like he would eat it. And I was like, oh my god, like I hate wasting food. He'll eat all the food that I can't have. And like, I mean, what more can you ask for? Like, this is like a jackpot. So that was like, oh my god, cool. Like he didn't even get weirded out like that I ate or anything. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like thank god Corona wasn't a thing back then. When I was like 22, I think. So oh my god, almost like 10 years ago. So the next question I have here, what is your favorite holiday? And I visited the Philippines. Oh my god, is it heaven on earth? It's just, I feel like the Philippines is what Thailand was before all the tourists started coming in, and like westernizing everything. Like the Philippines, and I don't want to say this, I know how like sacred and how dreamy their land is. I don't want it to be like what Thailand is, but I mean, if you want to see natural beauty and be in absolute bliss, go to the Philippines. Like I've been to the Maldives, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Iceland, you name it, but nothing compares to the Philippines. Like it would be one place I'd definitely go back to. I'm just gonna go in with the Maria Badescu, and this, it smells like a baby. It literally smells like a baby. I'm pretty much done. This is the final look. This is what we've gone for today. This is what I would look like on a normal day if I was working my 9 to 5. This is how I go in. Like people may think this is like a full glam, but this is how I like to turn up. Like this is how I turn up on a daily. This on like a normal day would probably take me around 20 minutes to do. Yeah, so this is it. So okay, so I'm sorry if the camera angle has changed, but my battery died, so I had to just quickly change that. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you do want to see any other video, whatever you want it to be, just in the comments below or DM me at Makeup by Deesha on Instagram. thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time.